Gosh, there's a category Cavalcade from good old friend Digibox360. And we've got ourselves Crystal Beast / Advanced Crystal Beast in today's episode. Also the Rainbow Dragons, obviously, because if you're covering the Crystal Beast, why not include the Rainbow Dragons?
Those underrated ones that I feel like should have more love from the
reason, money! But
and that would be Crystal
jokes. The archetype itself.
Crystal Beasts are an archetype full of monsters that are in various attributes, and for the most part have.
Took me a while to realize it's Jesse's feet in the back there. I thought it was like generic sun or something.
In the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pack 4
always like it when they make little references to the anime protagonists, or at least the people who played them. It's surprisingly rare, honestly. Like, why not reference the anime?
And the TCG and OCG, respectively.
Whatever, anyway, I guess if they did it all the time, it would feel less special.
In the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime, hence the Duelist Pack. All of the main ones, the ones that actually have Crystal Beast in their name, have one effect in common. When they're destroyed either by battle or card effect, they go to the Spell and Trap Zone as a continuous spell. This is for various effects of cards that you can use throughout the duel. A big one everyone remembers involves summoning certain dragons, also known as the Ultimate Crystals. But more on that later. While they have
much later, I
and
imagine.
Points,
the Rainbow Dragons are pretty good boss monsters, though. It's a shame they're pretty slow, but product at the time.
The first two cards, Rainbow Dark Dragon and the field spell Advanced Dark, are introduced in the packs Phantom Darkness and Return of the Duelist.
Konami has a habit of doing that, releasing like the boss cards early on, and then they'll release the actual archetype, and they'll have to plan the entire archetype around those boss monsters they printed years ago. If they ever do make Darkness stuff, good luck with Orichalco Shinros. You might need to make a retrain of that one. Or just retcon the card entirely.
But they have that one drawback that they're relying on the field spell. And if that field spell were to ever be removed from the field, all Advanced Crystal Beasts go to the graveyard.
Yeah,
which, by the way,
Advanced Crystal Beasts were kind of the original Malefic monsters. Or Earthbounds, yeah.
I'll get to that later. Anywho, let's get into the cards.
They looked at that idea and thought, that's a great idea. Although, at the very least, they're just like, if you got a field spell, we're good. This is like, hey, if you got, let's get it.
When another
Advanced
Crystal
Dark
Beast
screwed.
monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can change the attack target to this card. If this face-up card is destroyed in a monster zone, you can place it face-up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell, instead of sending it to the GY.
Okay, after this card, I'm not gonna have Zarvax repeat the last card's effect because
it's just gonna be repetitive.
Spell and trap zone when being destroyed. Anyway, I never.
Look, they all have the effect. Okay, moving on.
Often because I use it and other Crystal Beast monsters for extra deck plays. But in general, I can see this card being used to save your other Crystal Beast monsters.
It has niche circumstances, and to be fair, level 4, 1700 attack, not bad. Not bad at all.
Destroyed in battle. And also, since this effect is not once per turn, yeah, you can use it more than
once. You can repeatedly redirect it back to it.
This card can attack your opponent directly, but when it uses this effect, any battle...
Hello, Cyberdark Edge. How are you doing today?
This card's effect sounds cool if you wanted to deal some damage to your opponent, but it's
yeah, if you want to like equip with 5 equipped spells.
Cards that can have effects go off when the monster attacked the opponent directly, which sadly, as of this video, I haven't seen any cards that can do that.
It's not great.
From one archetype.
Hello.
Crystal Beast Cobalt Eagle. Once per turn,
when Watts,
you can target one Crystal Beast card.
Misaka needs more representation, dang it.
On top of the deck.
With this card's effect, it is really handy if you wanted to replace one of the Crystal Beast monsters in your spell trap zone. Personally, I haven't used it a whole lot, but in general,
good.
It is still
I found one purpose for it. Puts that guy on top of the deck so you can summon and use its effect again.
You can place
that's it, because otherwise I don't want to use the effect.
Your hand, deck, or die, face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell.
This card, I feel like, is the playmaker of the archetype, if you
It's the best card in the deck. At least of the Crystal Beast. Carbuncle's good too, but Pegasus gets the ease
for
moving.
The other plays you can do later on in the duel. Also, I find it ironic that even though that this thing is called Sapphire Pegasus, it looks more like a Sapphire Alicorn than anything due to the hornet hat. has.
Yeah, but
Crystal
Alicorn's
Beast
made up
will be
anyway,
carbuncle.
so...
When this card is special summoned,
I mean, it's
you
made
can
of the
special
Alicorn
summon
is just the
as
material
many
that the
Crystal
horn is
Beast
made of.
monster
But
cards
it's all
as
mythical
possible
anyway.
from your spelling trap
Sapphire
zones.
Alicorn doesn't hit the
This
same,
card
I
feels
guess.
like the second playmaker of the archetype, just due for the effect.
I love how the
summoning
anime
other
version it
Crystal
could
Beast
just summon
monsters
itself to
from
the
spell
field,
traps.
which immediately
There's
supplements
even
the
some
other
cards
effect.
within this
It does speed
archetype
up
that
duels,
could
just
go
funny,
with
just
summon
like, wait a minute, what?
And also, yes, I can see this
got
little
built-in
fella
crystal
looking like
crumbs.
a rejected evolution.
Crystal Beast
Maybe that's why it's so
will
adorable.
notice
It's an
monster
evolution.
turn. You can target one monster you control that attacked this turn. Change that target to defense position.
I can see this effect coming in handy for protecting your life points after the battle phase. Like if your monster has a stronger defense, but you want to attack with them for their effect or something. I would also say
Meanwhile,
it's
in
a
the
cool
Duel Links
effect to
version, it
use
just
on
has the
itself
second line of
after
text.
attack.
There is no first line of
But with
text.
only 800
Because there's no
points,
main
it
phase
probably
2.
wouldn't be wise to
Poor-
attack with it in
Poor
the first
Tortoise.
place.
It has one
Unless
gimmick
it's
and
the
they
opponent
took it
you're
away.
Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger.
It might as well be a
If this
vanilla at
card
that
attacks
point.
an opponent's monster, it gains 400 attack during the damage step only.
It's just
I
payback for
don't
what he
know
did in
what
the
else to say
shell in
about
the duel
Topaz
against
Tiger
Zane.
Other than that, one, I do like
The first
fact
one,
that
not
he
the
has
one he was
fingers.
possessed.
And two, the gain attack effect is handy to take out a monster that might be stronger than it, but in not every battle phase situation, since monsters might still have the attack points to beat over this thing.
Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. You can only use each of the following effects of Crystal Beast Rainbow
This thing's really
Dragon
handy.
once per
Unfortunately,
turn.
it's an 8th Crystal
When an
Beast,
attack
which can
is
screw up
declared
with the Rainbow
involving
Dragon,
a
but you just gotta be
Crystal
careful
Beast
with it.
monster, you can special summon this
It is very
card
good, it's just,
from
you
your
gotta
hand.
be careful.
You can banish this card, treat it as a continuous spell. Special summon one level 4 or lower Crystal Beast monster from your deck, but negate its effects. And if you do, add one ultimate crystal monster from your deck to your hand.
First
Yeah,
off,
make sure you use
I
that
find it
banish
odd
effect
that
so you
being
can't use the
placed in
rainbow,
the
so you can
spell
summon the
trap
Rainbow
zone when
Dragon.
being destroyed is at the beginning of the effect text, since every Crystal Beast monster I talked
That
about
is a little
before
weird,
had
yeah.
that part last.
But I guess they
imagine
want to
it's
make sure to
something
include
related to
that
the
whole...
problem-solving card text, which Wildcard can nag me about that later.
Yeah.
Second, I do like this.
I thought it was just, they were gonna have the
Special
whole,
summon
like, you
itself
can only
from
use,
hand,
you can only use,
and
you can
then
only
change
use, but they
itself
didn't have that
from
whole
traps
thing.
To special summon another Crystal Beast monster, while also fetching a copy of one of the 2 Rainbow Dragons to your hand. Very handy effects if you ask me.
It's solid.
Crystal Master. Pendulum Effect. Your opponent cannot target ultimate crystal monsters or crystal beast cards you control with card effects. Monster Effect. You can tribute this card. Add one ultimate crystal monster, crystal beast
You're
monster,
using the monster
or
effect
crystal
more than the
spell
pendulum
slash
effect.
trap from your deck to your hand.
One of the
What's
only
cool that
two
they got
actual
pendulums,
monster
though.
cards of this
Just the
archetype that
natural
don't have
evolution
beast
of their
in it.
gimmick.
This monster is about what you expect for a typical support card way after the original archetype's release. It's pretty basic, but
sorry.
still comes in handy sometimes.
Yes, it's basic, but sometimes
Pendulum
basic is
effect.
good.
Each turn, the first time an ultimate crystal monster or monsters and or crystal beast card or cards you control would be destroyed by card effect that turn. It is not destroyed.
Band-aid, band-aid, band-aid,
Monster
band-aid.
effect. If a crystal beast monster you control battles an opponent's monster during damage calculation, quick effect, you can tribute this card from your hand or face-up field. Your battling monsters at slash
Basically
death
becomes honest.
double its original at slash death during
sorta.
that damage calculation only, but it is destroyed at the end of this damage step.
And this is clearly the other pendulum monster for this archetype. Its battle face effect is cool to use sometimes, but it's one of those deals that I wouldn't use a lot.
Actually, when you think about it, it's more like a
Plus, I
limiter
don't like the
removal
idea
than
that
an
the
honest.
Crystal Beast monster would
I mean,
blow
which
itself
makes
up
sense
after
given
the
one of
damage step.
Jesse's most famous duels
I
is
can
against
kinda
Zane,
see
who
why
could have
it
used limiter
does,
removal there, but
considering it would
yeah,
gain
that's
a ton
not as
of attack
climactic.
and defense points.
Still,
But still, I feel like this monster tributing itself would be enough. Its pendulum
fair.
effect, on the other hand,
Just trying to get
is
monsters
pretty
in
good
the,
for protection
do
against
spell zone.
destruction effects like Raigeki and Dark Hole.
Rainbow Dragon. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't we do this card already?
Yes, but for some weird reason, Konami not only made 1, but 4 other versions of Rainbow Dragon. These are called the Ultimate Crystals. Now, keep reading.
This card is always treated as an ultimate crystal card. Cannot be normal summoned / set. Must be special summoned from your hand by having 7 Crystal Beast cards with different names in your field and or GUI. This card cannot activate the following effects the turn it is special summoned. Quick effect, you can send all Crystal Beast monsters you control to the GUI. This card gains 1000 AD for each monster sent to the GUI. You can banish all Crystal Beast monsters from your GUI. Shuffle all cards in the field into the deck.
So you can hard reset or get a
giant
giant
beat
beats deck.
with this card. The 2 effects it has are potential game winners when using them in the right conditions.
Mm-hmm.
The first effect, I can see you sacrificing the other monsters to try to wipe out the rest of your opponent's life points in one swoop, assuming that if they
Sometimes
don't
really big
protection.
monsters
And the
enough.
second effect of trying to get rid of all cards on the field, although at the cost of getting rid of every Crystal Beast monster in your grave and maybe field along with itself.
It is a
it's
steep
definitely
cost,
something
yeah.
You should think of the strategy before executing it. Also, the special summon restriction is fine in my opinion.
Advanced Crystal Beast Ember Mammoth. If Advanced Dark is not in a field zone, send this monster
go.
to the GUI. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets your Advanced Crystal Beast card or cards or Advanced Dark, quick effect, you can negate the activation. Once per turn, when your Advanced Crystal Beast monster is targeted for an attack, you can negate that attack.
I'll go into more detail about
Not too
this.
bad, honestly.
And just like the spell and trap zone part, I'm not going to have Zarvox keep repeating it along with the particular effect from these advanced crystal beasts because they're essentially like their uncorrupted counterparts.
Yeah.
But with just one more effect on top of it. Anyway, for the negation effect this card has, it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't personally have it.
Not bad at all,
on
honestly.
negate, but
Perfectly fine.
hey, it's better than nothing.
Advanced Crystal Beast Cobalt Eagle. You can send this card from your hand or field to the GUI. Add 1 Advanced Dark from your deck to your hand.
Good.
Once per turn, you can target 1 Advanced Crystal Beast card you control, return it to the hand, or place it on top of the deck.
I like
Honestly,
the idea that
improvement
you can
over the
discard
original.
this card to fetch the field spell these guys desperately need. I do recommend doing it mostly from the hand, so that way you can have good advantage.
Well, yeah.
Advanced Crystal Beast Sapphire.
But
Pegasus.
sometimes desperate
If this
times and all
card
that.
is summoned, you can place 1 of your Advanced Crystal Beast monsters that is banished, or in your hand, deck, or die, face up in
So
your
anywhere,
spell
basically.
and trap zone as a continuous spell.
Not really much to say with this one.
Yeah,
because
it's
this
just
card
upgrade
has
over the
same
original.
effect as its counterpart,
More place
but
you could
only
choose
aim
from.
it for its other brethren, and you
Not
can
bad,
pick
though.
one of them
Not
for
bad at all, honestly.
Advanced
So far,
Crystal
so good,
Beast Ruby
honestly speaking.
Carbuncle. While this card is treated as a continuous spell,
Same
you
lock
can
into a field
special
spell.
summon this
Yeah.
card. Then you can special summon as many Advanced Crystal Beast monster cards as possible from your spell and trap zones.
This is what
You
sucks with
can
the
only
Advanced
use
Crystal
this
Beast.
effect on Advanced Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle.
They made
once per
legitimate
turn.
improvements and then just
Pretty
locked
much
it to
the
the
same effect
freaking
as its
field spell. It's like,
counterpart,
ah!
But it is interesting though that you can only
Oh,
do it while
well.
it's in the spell and trap
Still,
zone,
like, dang it, Konami.
and sadly, you
One
can
step
only
forward,
summon
2 steps back.
Advanced Crystal Beast Amethyst Cat. Your Advanced Crystal Beast monsters can attack directly, but
All
when
of
they
them.
do so using this effect, the battle damage inflicted to your opponent is halved.
It is interesting that instead of
Well, you can do
just
all of
itself
them, just for
attacking,
self, yeah.
all of the monsters within its own brethren can able to attack directly.
That's
Granted,
good.
The opponent only takes half battle damage, but it's still pretty cool.
Hey, everyone attacking at once is still a good
Advanced
chunk of
Crystal
damage.
Beast Emerald Tortoise. Once per turn, quick effect. You can target 1 face-up monster in the field. Change its battle position.
I could see with
It
this
can change
monster's
anything's
effect
battle
that
position,
you can
so
use it to soften an opponent's
better
attack
than
or
nothing,
one
I
of
guess?
monsters, or even though that monster would be destroyed.
No, Link
Most
Monster,
part,
go
you
to
can
defense
do
mode.
damage.
Why isn't it
Advanced
listening?
Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger. All Advanced Crystal Beast monsters you control gain 400 attack and defense. Also monsters your opponent controls lose 400 attack and defense.
They turn into Performer
My
Pal
favorite
Silverclaw.
counterpart of Topaz Tiger is the same as the original counterpart, but admittedly, it is handy that
That's
it can
giving everyone a
lower the
power
attack
boost.
and defense points of your opponent's monsters.
What?
Rainbow
This is what
Dark
really sucks about it. It's like, these are
Or
legit
a
good
certain bird in
improvements.
someone
Let's lock
else's
into a field
series likes
spell.
to say,
The extremely edgy Rainbow Dragon.
It's
Summon/set.
a good joke.
Must be special summon.
Yeah, these are all
from
kind
your
of edgy to
hand
hedgy, but
by
it was around the
banishing
2000s.
seven dark
That was all the
monsters
rage.
with different names
We could look
from
back
your
and cringe,
GUI.
but also be like,
You
it was
can
the style at
banish
the
all
time.
other dark monsters from your field and GUI. This card gains 500 attack points for each card banished this way.
I'd rather an edgy teenager
kinda
who was
sad that
blasting
this
out to
version of
Linkin
Rainbow
Park than an
Dragon
edgy
doesn't
teenager
have
that was
a
spamming the
shuffling
N-word
effect
to
on
try
the
to be
dislike
cool or
counterpart,
something like that.
but it is
Cold
that it
take, I
still
know,
keeps
but
the attack boost effect.
Now let's see what the extra has in
Rainbow
store.
Dragon 7 Crystal Beast Monsters. This card is always treated as an ultimate crystal card. Must be either fusion summoned or special summoned by tributing one level 10 ultimate crystal monster. Once per turn, you can banish one crystal beast monster from your GUI. This card gains attack equal to the banished monsters until the end of this turn. Quick effect, you can tribute this fusion summon card. Shuffle all cards in the field into the deck.
First
I like
off,
it,
the
especially
best way
considering it has
this
a trap
card
card
can
to
be
summon
fusion
easily.
summoned
Yeah.
outside of tributing one of the two main deck
Is the
Rainbow
fusion
Dragons
trap they
are those
have.
cards that can banish monsters from hand, deck, and graveyard. In
Oh,
my
okay, you're talking about the
opinion,
upgrades. I
best
thought we were
place
talking
to
about how to
banish
summon it
those
easier. My
monsters are
mistake.
from the deck. Other than that, it has similar effects as its main deck counterpart. Only
It's a Rainbow
difference
Dragon
is
you can
banishing
actually
one
summon
crystal
legitimately,
monster
rather
from
than just
grave
like search
instead
for
of
it,
sending
search
all
for it,
crystal
search
beast
for it,
monsters
search for it.
to the
Meh.
grave. And you'll have to tribute itself
Pray to
rather than
Arceus
banishing
above.
all crystal beast monsters from grave to shuffle cards on the field into the deck.
Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. One
Did we
ultimate
fix it yet?
crystal monster plus 7 Crystal Beast monsters must be special summoned from your extra deck during a duel.
Let's fuse Rainbow Dragon with the Crystal Beast. Isn't that what Rainbow Dragon itself is supposed to be? Further beyond.
From your field and or GUI. While 7 or more of your Crystal Beast monsters with different names are banished, this card gains 7,000 attack. If this card has not battled this turn, quick effect, you can tribute this card. Shuffle as many cards in the field as possible into the deck.
I
And
mock,
if
but
you
summon
do,
monster with
special
11,000
summon
attack
any
points.
number of your banished
Whew!
Crystal Beast
I'm interested.
monsters.
Keep talking.
This
I'm
one's better
listening.
than its other fusion counterpart, as it can have more attack points than it, and when you tribute
And don't gotta do
itself,
any sacrifice
you can
or anything
aim
like
for
that.
a full board or crystal beast monsters.
It's fun and a good killer at the very
Crystal
least.
Bond. Add one Crystal Beast monster from your deck.
Crystal
to your
Bond,
hand,
one of the most
and
adorable
place one
Yu-Gi-Oh
Crystal
cards
Beast
ever made.
monster with a different name from your deck face
It's a
up
cute
in
monster
your
getting a
spelling
head pat.
trap
What can you
zone
not
as
love
a
about it?
continuous spell. You can only activate one Crystal Bond per turn.
This is one of those cards I think you should add in a Crystal Beast deck because not only fetching one Crystal Beast monster.
Wait, you're telling me the
but
card
also
that lets me
placing
search
one
my
in
entire
spell trap zone
archetype
on
is
top.
good to have in my
The
deck?
Crystal
You
Beast
don't
monster
say.
that I recommend you should place in the ST zone is Ruby Carbon.
I mean, yeah, you gotta search for
Crystal
monsters and like
Blessing.
that, but
Target
still.
up to 2 Crystal Beast monsters.
You're not
in
playing
your
3, what are you
GUI.
doing?
Place those targets face up in your spelling.
I wish
trap
this was better
zone
than it
as
was.
continuous
So
spells.
I like the
If
idea,
you manage to have
it's a
some
little
Crystal
slow.
Beast monsters in your graveyard, using this card is really handy to place 2 of them in your spell and trap zone for possible further plays.
Here's your
Crystal
further
Beacon.
play. Haman,
Special
Lord of
summon
Striking
one
Thunder.
Crystal Beast monster from your deck.
It's a better
You
boss
must
monster
have
for
two
Crystal
or
Beast
more
than
Crystal
Rainbow
Beast
Dragon was for a
cards in
while.
your spelling trap zone
This one's
to
legitimately
activate them
good.
To resolve this effect.
It kind of sucks that you'll need to have at least 2 Crystal
Yeah, you have to
Beast
have
monsters
2, which is
in
a
your
cost,
trap
but
zone to activate
honestly,
the
summon any
card,
Crystal Beast from the
but
deck,
I
worth it.
honestly don't find it as such a big deal. Like I recommended before, bring forth Ruby Carbuncle from your deck to use its effect.
I like how in the anime I let the opponent draw one card to do that, but only in the duel against
Crystal
Jaden.
Promise. Target one Crystal
Oops.
Beast card in your spelling trap
Oh, how
zone.
convenient. The Errata
Special
comes in
summon
after Jaden
that
hits the
target.
extra card. What do you
Another
think
use
the
is to
odds?
Bring forth another Crystal Beast monster. Definitely a recommendation
Oh.
for your deck.
Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. You must have this many Crystal Beast cards in your spelling trap zone to activate and to resolve these effects.
I believe this thing got a
Question mark
retrain,
one
but it
plus
might. No,
this
wait, in
card
the Gladiator
cannot
Beast
be
field
destroyed
spell.
by
This
card
thing probably
effects.
could use a retrain as
Question
well,
mark
but
2 plus
not
once
bad.
per turn, including
It's
the
just
opponents,
dated.
You can have the battle damage you take. 3. Plus, when a spell/trap card is activated, you can send one Crystal Beast monster you control to the GY. Negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. 4. Plus, once per turn, during your main phase, you can draw one card. 5. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can target one Crystal Beast card in your spell and trap zone. Special summon that target.
Not gonna lie, this field spell is interesting. That it has various effects based on how many Crystal Beast monsters you have in your spell.
It's a neat card. I'm not saying the card's bad like that. Just it could use a bit more nowadays.
I also like this card's artwork, where the ancient city looks something in the lines like an ancient civilization.
Yeah, it's an old Colosseum
before
with a rainbow above.
annihilation from some unknown cause.
Crystal Aegis. Target one Crystal Beast monster card you control. Destroy it. Then special summon one Crystal Beast token with the destroyed monster's original type, attribute, level, and @/death. If a Crystal Beast card or cards is placed in your spell and trap zone, while this card is in your GY, even during the damage step, you can banish this card. Special summon one Crystal Beast monster card from your spell and trap zone.
Honestly, this sounds like a really good Foolish Burial Goods target.
Once per turn.
I like how with this one, it's essentially creating a clone of the destroyed Crystal Beast monster.
Yeah, but don't copy the
but
effects, so
without retaining
it's
their effects, which is really stupid if you ask me. But
I mean, I guess they didn't want to make a pure
and the second
clone.
effect is a good deal of allowing you to bring in.
It's a decent Foolish Burial Goods target, but it's more useful in the
One thing I
graveyard
should
than in the
mention
field,
is the
honestly.
card's
But
artwork. I know it's Cobalt Eagle, but the way how the pose is reminds me of the TriStar logo. But
Also, the wings remind me of Sapphire Pegasus's wings.
Crystal Abundance.
But I like the idea. It's Cobalt Eagle doing the TriStar logo. I mean, in the dub, it was a bunch of references, so why not?
As many cards in the field as possible to the GY. Then special summon as many.
Forget Rainbow Dragon. This was the Crystal Beast main playmaker back in the day.
Up to the number of cards sent from.
Got 4 in the got 4 in the spell trap zone. Nuke everything and summon 4 Crystal
I find
Beasts.
it funny that this card is one of those where it's essentially kind of a board wipe before filling your board with Crystal Beasts. I would recommend saving this for when your opponent seems to have the upper hand.
Yeah, I'd recommend a
Because the
one
more
of,
cards
but
they have
when you
on
get
the
that
field,
one
the
off,
more Crystal
oh
Beasts you
boy,
can summon back.
the game has changed.
Equip only to a Crystal Beast monster.
At least not nowadays, because it's like, what do you mean destroyed? Oh, no, my monsters can be destroyed. Don't!
Is sent from the field to the
Meh.
GY. You can place one Crystal Beast monster from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell.
It's alright,
I
quick
don't use
spell
this
from
card
back
that
in the
much,
day.
but I guess it's better to equip this card to Topaz Tiger as it has an attack boost effect.
Either
And
give it to
that last
Topaz
effect
or to
is
Sapphire
Crystal
Pegasus.
Beast
The
as
rest you're just wasting, honestly.
I still think it's kind of cool.
Maybe Amber
Each
Mammoth.
time a Crystal Beast monster or monsters is placed in either player's spell and trap
Too
zone,
slow.
place one
This thing is
crystal
just,
counter
no.
in this
Crystal
card.
Release, you could probably play one
You
copy
can
of
send
this.
card
No,
to the
its
GY.
day has come and
Take a
gone.
number
And
of
even its
Crystal
day, it wasn't
Beast
played that
monsters
much.
from your deck
I like how it looks
equal
like a
to the
Christmas
number of
tree, though.
crystal
That's
counters
nice.
that were on this card, and
Reminds me of
place
the
them
Christmas
face
tree
up
from
in
Charlie
your
Brown.
spell and trap zone as continuous spells.
For this card, I would have had a limit on how many crystal counters it would have. I would say either 4 or 5, because I don't think it was that necessary to have more than 5. And, well, for the fact you can only place up to 5 Crystal Beast monsters.
Yeah, you have an implied limit by
If you
default.
control 2 or more Crystal Beast cards in your spell and trap zone, your opponent chooses one Crystal Beast card in your spell and trap zone. You send it to the GY, and if you do, you draw 2 cards.
Honestly,
I think
solid.
the limit of
No
two
notes.
Crystal Beast monsters in your spell and trap zone to activate this card makes sense.
Yes.
As it makes the opponent
It's
choose
fair.
which one of them goes into the grave. It's alright for the most part, as you'll just get 2 new cards into your hand at the end of the day.
Golden Rule.
Yeah,
This
play a
card
couple
is
copies.
always treated as a crystal card. Place 2 Crystal Beast monsters from your deck face up. in
This one
your
was
spell and
where
trap zone
I didn't understand
as
it first go,
continuous
then I
spells.
actually
Special
played it, it's
summon
like,
one
oh, I get it
Crystal
now.
Beast monster from your hand or GY with a different name than those cards, and if you do, equip it with this card. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. You can only activate 1 golden rule per turn.
I do
Thing
think
is,
the
you can
idea
set
of
the
this card
ultimate
allowing
Rainbow
you to place
Dragon
two
Crystal Beast
Beast
thingy
monsters
and
into
like
a spell trap zone
a
is
Ruby
pretty
Carbuncle,
cool,
then banish
along with
the
bringing forth one to the
Rainbow
field.
Dragon Crystal Beast
Potentially
thing,
doing
and
some
then
great
get the
plays
search off pretty quickly and
Rainbow
start
Bridge
comboing
of the
off.
Heart. During your main phase, you can normal summon one Crystal Beast monster, in addition to your normal summon/set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. You can only use each of the following effects of Rainbow Bridge of the Heart once per turn. During your main phase, you can destroy one Crystal Beast card you control or in your hand, and if you do, add one crystal spell/trap from your deck to your hand. If a Crystal Beast card or cards is placed in your spell and trap zone, even during the damage step, you can target one card your opponent
This is our
controls.
Malefic
Return
territory.
both
Let's
that card
band-aid
and
this
card
archetype with
to the
one
hand.
card.
For the first
Territory's
effect
the
of this
better
card,
Band-Aid
while
card.
I do think Ultimate Offering is somewhat the better choice for this.
Yeah.
I guess
And they got
using
on
this
banned
effect
somewhat
up-
recently. Or maybe I'm
I
thinking
do like the
Ultimate
idea of adding
Offering.
this Crystal Spell track card
Still.
to your hand, and I do like the idea of returning an opponent's card to the hand,
Yeah.
albeit...
Plus the
you can
artwork's
also
nice.
send
I like
this
the
card
art.
to your hand as well, but I do believe you can just always place it back onto the field.
Rainbow Refraction. If a monster or monsters you control whose original name is Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon activate...
So in other words,
this
Ultimate
effect
Crystal
this
Gem
turn.
Fusion
Special
thingamafudgers.
summon any number of Crystal Beast monsters with different names from your deck.
While this card's requirement is sort of equivalent to triple tactics talent and thrust, it is
True.
a pretty cool card to use.
If the Rainbow Dragon reset the field,
Awaken
unreset.
one
It's like its own Crystal
Ultimates.
Abundance, in a
Reveal
way.
one ultimate crystal monster in your hand, then activate one of these effects. If you control an ultimate crystal monster, you can activate one or two of these effects in sequence instead, and do not have to reveal a monster. Take one Rainbow Bridge card or one Rainbow Refraction from your deck.
Probably
and
the
either
better
add it to your
Rainbow
hand or
Refraction
send it to
nowadays.
the GUI.
But both have their
Question
uses.
mark,
I like how
special
it's the
summon
Rainbow
one
Dragon over
Crystal
Duel
Beast
Academy, though.
monster card from your
Like when
hand,
Jesse summoned it
deck,
for the first time.
GUI, or spell and trap zone. You can only activate one awakening of the crystal ultimates per turn.
As for the first effect of this card, I rather prefer to add it to my hand. And I do like the effect of bringing...
People are getting really sick of nostalgia, and I don't blame them for just being like, oh look, it's this nostalgic thing again. It does kind of hit me in a sauce by just be like, ah hey, Duel Academy. Oh look, it's that guy from the thing I know.
Advanced Dark.
It's such an easy gibby for I like, but hey, it works.
Become dark. If an ultimate crystal monster attacks, negate the effects of the attack target during that battle phase. During damage calculation, if a crystal beast monster you control battles and you would take damage, you can send one crystal beast monster from your deck to the GUI. You take no battle damage from that battle.
This card reminds me of Lair of Darkness in the way that it turns monsters into...
Yeah, but this
dark
killing came first, if I remember
Difference is
correctly.
that this card only goes after Crystal Beast monsters both on the field and the graveyard, while Lair of Darkness affects only the field. Also, Advanced Dark doesn't allow you to tribute an opponent's monster for some effect.
God, imagine if it did.
As for this card's two other effects, I think they're pretty
Ew.
cool bonuses.
Yeah, they're
Crystal
neat.
Conclave. Once per turn, if a face-up Crystal Beast monster or monsters you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one Crystal Beast monster from
Had to take
your
me so
deck.
long to realize
You
Jesse was
can
there.
send
He's in the
this
freaking
face-up
back. You see
card
all these
from
monsters
the
up
field
front.
to the GUI. Then target one Crystal
Photo
Beast
bombing.
card you control and one card in the field. Return them to the hand. You cannot activate these effects in the same chain.
First off, whenever I think of the name Conclave, I think of the Enclave from Fallout. Why? Well, it's just only the name that gets me.
Similar name, yeah.
Second, the effects of this card are...
First time I heard, I thought it was
The first one I do
concave, but it's like, no,
when you
there's
use
an
a
L
backup
there.
Crystal Beast. And the second effect, I like that it's a field removal to get rid of one card your opponent controls, even though you'll have to return one
Concave
Crystal
is an
Beast card you
indentation in
control the
something.
process.
Crystal Boon. Special summon up to 2 Crystal Beast monster cards from your spell and trap zone. And if you do, gain LP equal to their combined original attack. If a Crystal Beast card S is placed in your spell and trap zone, while this card is in your GUI, even during the damage step, you can banish this card, excavate the top card of your deck, and if it is a Crystal Beast monster, either add it to your hand or special summon it.
It's a lot of card
Send
text.
that card to the GUI. You can only use this effect of Crystal Boon once per turn.
The first effect of this card is pretty sweet.
It's pretty simple, straightforward. Second effect is like, I'm sorry, I got lost somewhere. Can we start over?
Along with gaining life points on top of that.
Which is good because Crystal Beasts don't have a lot of ways to heal.
Like a gamble.
And they can get low in life points
I wouldn't
fast.
really recommend this card,
Given their
but
stat
I do
total.
respect those players that maybe wanted to use it.
Crystal Brilliance. You can only
This thing's
control
good.
one Crystal Brilliance. Each Crystal Beast monster you control gains attack equal to its original defense. If a
Honestly,
Crystal Beast
solid improvement
card
that they
or
needed.
cards is
Good way to make
placed
them
in
beat
your
sticks.
spell and trap zone,
Like how they
even
put the two
during
cats
damage
bearing their
step,
claws.
You can send this face-up card to the GUI special summon one Crystal Beast monster from your hand or GUI. Also, any damage you take this turn is halved.
The first effect of this card is great to use.
Yes.
Mostly within the battle phase.
Oh,
And
yeah.
for the second effect, while its condition I'm not a fan of, it's good to use to not only bring forth another
It's like I couldn't see
monster,
Topaz's
but
pupil. I
possibly
thought
to
it was
save your
just
ass
like
on top of that
an anime
because of
thing
the
where it's
half
pure
damage.
one color.
Crystal Miracle. When a spell / trap card or monster effect is activated, destroy one Crystal Beast card you control. And if you do, negate that activation. And if you do that, destroy that card.
They didn't have
If
a counter trap
Crystal
before,
Beast
so it's
card
a
or
nice
card is
addition.
placed in your spell and trap zone while this card is in your GUI. Even during the damage step, you can banish this card. Place one Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or GUI, face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. You can only use this effect of Crystal Miracle once per turn.
Well, I only have 5 that
I
could
would have personally
they
used
can
this
only
card
5
for
that could be in the
the
background, so
negation
meh.
effect more than the second effect. While
So
it
that's
is
good,
nice
just have
that
a
you
counter
can have
trap, but a
extra
great effect
cards
is
that will
nice,
let
I
you
guess.
place one more Crystal Beast monster in your spell trap zone. I would have had the effect either be like a spell card, or just get rid of that condition in order to activate it.
Crystal Reigeki. Send one
Reigeki.
Crystal Beast card from your spell and trap zone to the GUI. Then target one card your opponent controls. Destroy that target.
Honestly,
While there are
solid,
cards in
especially
game
for the
that can
time.
Wipe out monsters better than this card. I do think this card is actually good to add in a deck, especially if you wanted to get rid of one.
Even nowadays, it's one of those where just like, I just want to get this thing out of here, boom, done, you're gone, and you can play with it during your opponent's turn. It's okay. Not saying run 3, I'm just saying it has its uses.
Monster from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. And if you do, you take no battle damage. For
It's
the rest
okay,
of
but
the
you gotta
turn.
send your Crystal Beast to the
Pretty
graveyard,
cool
which
card,
goes
but
against
I
their
personally
play
wouldn't add
style,
it into
so it's just
deck
kind of
because
weird.
How situational it is. Given
I would have
that
just
this
said,
card
like, it
only
was
works
destroyed
when
by
the Crystal
battle,
Beast is
the
in your
end.
graveyard. Your best options of using this card would be either when
Not
your
need the
back row
graveyard
is
parts,
already
but
full,
eh.
or while you're going for Rainbow Dark Dragon.
Counter gem. Send all cards in your spell and trap zone to the GUI place. As many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your GUI face up in your spell and trap zone as continuous spells. During the end phase of this turn, destroy all Crystal Beast cards you control.
So what was the
For
point?
this card, I recommend not using it until
This
you
thing,
get the
I can see
right
this thing's
cards to use
uses.
your back
It's
row
when you got
decks.
Rainbow Dragon in the field, you want to power it up, and you
general,
set all of them in
this
the
card
back row,
feels
then
like
you
a
just power up the
gamble.
Rainbow
You
Dragon
have
anyway.
maybe
That's
like
the only
5
situation where that's
Crystal
useful.
monsters in your spell
Or I guess
trap
you need to
zone.
activate one of the
And if
Rainbow
you don't
Ruins
have the right
effect.
amount of cards and
But
plan
it's
out
too
strategy,
situational, and
you just essentially
Yeah.
just waste that card for nothing.
yeah, seriously,
All of the Crystal
it's the
Beast
last line of
monsters
text that really is the
go to
nail in the
fucking
coffin
graveyard.
for this card.
Rainbow Gravity. If you have 7
This
Crystal
thing's
Beast
alright.
cards with different names in your field and or in
It's a
your
little slow, it can be
GUI,
bricky at times, but
special
summoning
summon
Crystal,
one ultimate
the
crystal
dragon
monster
from almost
your deck
anywhere
or
is pretty
GUI,
solid, honestly.
ignoring its summoning conditions.
Personally, I would have made this card a quick play spell.
Probably, yeah.
Trap
That would have
card,
helped.
Because that way you could have activated this during your turn or your opponent's turn.
Rainbow Path. When an opponent's monster declares an
This is
attack,
nice.
send one Crystal Beast card from your spell and trap zone to the GUI. Then target the attacking monster. Negate the
Yeah,
attack.
negate attack,
Then
search
you
a
can
Rainbow
add
Dragon,
one
cost a
Rainbow
Crystal Beast,
Dragon
but that's
or
fine.
Rainbow Dark Dragon from your deck to your hand.
This card is
It's
cool,
alright.
I guess.
A little
I can
slow,
see
but
someone
I said
running 3
alright.
copies of this to protect themselves from damage and get a few steps closer to summoning Rainbow Dark Dragon.
Does make it a little
Assuming you have
easier.
enough crystal beasts in your back row to defend yourself, of course.
Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. If there are 2 or more different monster types among the level 10 or higher monsters,
Which
in the
honestly is a
field,
little easier than you
shuffle all
might think.
cards, except
It's fun
this
when
one from
using
both
Grave Dragons
players'
against
hands,
frickin' rank
fields,
10
and
trains.
keys into the deck. Then each player draws 5 cards. You can banish this card from your GUI. Add 1 Crystal Beast monster and 1 field spell from your deck to your hand. You can only apply each effect of Rainbow Bridge of Salvation once per duel.
The first
They
effect
knew
of
how
this
starting to
card
make the
is just
nuke.
basically
Fiber jar,
cards,
yeah.
with the addition of
That's why they made it once per
having
duel.
higher monsters that happen to be different types.
It has to be like different types,
The
or
second effect
it made it
is kinda
situational
cool
as
here to
heck.
add a crystal beast monster.
You want that fiber jar, you gotta work for it.
Ultimate Crystal Magic.
This is how you
When
make
your
the fusions.
Crystal Beast
It's the
monster
easiest
is
way.
destroyed by battle, you can send 7 Crystal Beast
And this thing has
cards
the
with
improvement that I was
different
talking about
names
with
from
Crystal
your
Hair.
deck,
If it's
and
destroyed by
face
battle,
up field to the
doesn't have to go to the
GUI
graveyard,
special
just be
summon
destroyed by
one
battle.
ultimate Crystal Fusion monster from your extra deck.
We're to give him a
This is
fusion
treated
trap, but
as a
it
fusion
works.
summon. If a face-up ultimate crystal monster you control leaves the field
Plus, I guess
because of
making
an
it like a
opponent's
fusion spell
card
like Branded
effect,
Fusion and
you
sending
can
7 to the
banish this
graveyard on the
card
first
from
turn
your
and a
GUI.
spell card
Place
would
any
be a
number
little
of
much.
Crystal Beast monsters from your GUI face up in your spelling.
Again, it's also
zone
Crystal Beast,
and
so it's like,
continuous spells.
honestly, go
I
ahead.
think this trap card is good to use in a deck. Well, admittedly, I would have had it to where you can activate this card when a Crystal Beast monster was destroyed by battle or card effect.
Yeah, the aura card effect would have helped, but you gotta power it down a little bit because you're sending 7 to the graveyard from the deck. Yeah, to an extent.
Now, onto the part of you guys might be wondering, why do I like the Crystal Beasts and their advanced counterparts to some?
Rainbow the
For
Wagon!
one, I do like their main gimmick. It's fascinating that they're the only archetype in the game that they put themselves into the spell and trap zone whenever they're destroying in battle or being popped by a card effect.
And then Snake Eyes be
Well,
like, we'll steal
can
that
be a
gimmick.
drawback
Well,
as you do
kinda.
need the spell and trap
Sorta.
zone for your spells and trap cards. But if you do know what you're doing, you can manage your resources effectively to overcome this drawback. I do like that the Yu-Gi-Oh monsters are not only named after some kind of animal, but also the crystal they
gemstone as well.
transform into, like amber and amethyst.
Mm.
I especially love the detail they have when it comes to their respective crystal. Like Tortoise having emerald crystals protrude from its back, and Amethyst Cat having
That nice necklace.
an amethyst gem on its neck. It's a
Just,
pretty nice detail.
yeah.
on them. I also do like that their boss monster is a giant
I know it's not a
dragon
necklace,
with
but I gotta call it
two
something, right?
wings And the rainbow-colored gems placed on the side of its body.
It's a beautifully designed
Also, along
monster.
with seeing Rainbow Dragon's other counterparts, like the 2 fusions, Overdragon and Overdrive, and its dark counterpart.
Mm.
Admittedly, I did wish that Rainbow Dark Dragon would have demon-looking wings.
That'd
instead
be
of wings
cool,
that look like
yeah.
angels, but whatever.
Fallen
Speaking
Angel.
of, the last designs I want to talk about are the Advanced Crystal Beasts. While they share big similarities with the regular counterparts, I do like the darker color palettes on them, along with them having eyes that look like they're more feral than ever.
Mm.
And that is
'cause
actually
they're
pretty
evil.
cool in my book. One more thing I want to talk about with the Advanced Crystal Beasts is the major drawback they have, and it's one that 2 other archetypes, Earthbound Immortals and Malefic,
The
share.
field
And that
spell.
is, in order for them to remain on the field, there has to be a field spell, or else automatic
Advanced
wipeout
Dark
of the
specifically. If it was just like any field
Well,
spell,
in this case,
might see a
it's
bit more play.
specific
It has to
field
be
spell
Advanced
known
Dark
as
specifically.
Advanced Dark,
Don't!
while the other 2 archetypes is with any field spell. But you can probably catch
Well, unless it's Malefic Paradox Dragon, but that's one synchro monster in an archetype where you don't have to play the synchro monster, so it gets a pass enough.
If you're playing to
I think
make it
Truth
out of
Dragon's the
two
same case, but,
archetypes, or
meh.
one or the other, here are some I recommend you should use.
If you're playing
For
Malefic,
main
you're
deck
probably
monsters,
playing Malefic
we
World
have
already
Maverick
anyway, so not too
Cross
much of an
Dragon,
ask.
Magna Slash Dragon, Hormone Lord of Striking Thunder, Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings, Summoner Monk, Karibons, X-Saber Airbellum, Psychic Commander, Chinix Ally Birdman, and what in the fuck?
You guys made a lot of weird
Extra
cards.
monsters. Diamond Direwolf, Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon,
Of course.
Number 82 Hardline Draco,
Actually, really good, yeah.
Armatile the Chaos Phantasm,
Because of raisins.
Number 17 Leviathan Dragon, Stardust Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, number 101 Silent Honor Arc, number 91 Thunder.
Some of these are just generically good picks, but that doesn't make them bad suggestions.
Oil Sword Dragon, IP Masquerena, is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
And XS Code Talker.
Fair enough.
For spell cards, Terraforming, Field Barrier, Mage Power, Foolish Burial.
Like I'm using the ones with the katakanji in them.
Smashing Ground, Emergency Provisions, Unite We Stand, and Flock Together. Really? Who the hell come up with this shit?
TCG.
For trap cards, Torrential Tribute, Escape from the Dark Dimension, Starlight Road, Mirror Force, and Magic Cylinder. Wait, why is there only 5 traps?
No,
why
the trap
didn't you
cards
add
in
more
modern
trap
day.
cards here?
I was going to, but then I got sidetracked.
Doing what?
I was busy auditioning for Wildcard's new project.
Duh.
It started with basic line reads, until Reggio made me chase him around for some reason.
Pudding?
Of course he did.
Pudding.
I see.
Comedy.
For the regular Crystal Beasts, some of the other archetypes you could combine them with.
We got solid traps, we
Light
got solid
Swarms
traps, the
and
end.
Sacred Beasts. Well,
Yeah, Lightsword would set him up in the graveyard, but mostly Haman.
Lord of Striking Thunder.
I guess Arbitile's in there
I
just
mentioned
because,
it in
well, you're
the
already playing
Fusion
Haman,
Arbitile
so you might as well just
For advanced
dump him in
Crystal
there.
Beasts, I can't think of anything else other than just combining it with the regular counterparts. Well, that's
Not
about it
really,
for
yeah.
Crystal Beasts and Advanced Crystal Beasts. What do you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments below.
I think you did a solid
My
job
next
explaining the arts
category
type and
of
introducing a little,
episode will
putting
be
a little
on
comedy
box.
here and there.
So,
Ooh, what's
until
next?
such
Nice.
time as we meet again,
Probably,
this
we'll
is
see.
Digibox 360, aka DigiX90, signing off.
Yeah, solid art episode going over the arts type. It's a fun little bit of... Sorry, just giving a stretch. It's a fun, nice little episode with going over the card, the archetypes, how they play, some ways you can use their functions correctly, and just a little bit of jokes here and there to keep levity up. It was a nice thing. Crystal Beasts are one of those I always had like a soft spot for. I think a lot of people have soft spots for Crystal Beasts. It's like one of those that were just like, I can't hate you. Even if you're not that good, I can't hate you. It's just always one of those just like, you're okay. You can stick around a little while longer. Just like, it's mostly a fan favorite deck. Like, I know it probably has some haters, but what Airship doesn't have a couple haters. If you're not hated, you're not doing something right. I don't know. But yeah, they're one of those that's a fun deck to play, but unfortunately, it's not that great. But with the newer support, it has become a lot easier. Like, they always, every 5 years, they give Crystal Beast something that at least helps them, which is always good to see. It's because they really need it sometimes, like I'm telling you, man. The advanced Crystal Beasts were just ultimately a shame, like, because just like, you could have been so dang good, and you are so dang good, but it's that freaking advanced Dark. It just really hurts everything. And they did give you like the Cobalt Eagle, the Terraforming, in some ways they could search the field spell. But it's like, if they just didn't include that line of text. I know why they did it, tie into the anime, all of that other stuff, but it's just like, if they had just said, like, while you control a field spell, it would have been fine. Didn't have to be Advanced Dark exclusively. Ugh, what a shame. What could have been? What could have been? It could have just been the upgrade they needed with time. Like, this is why people will be like, we need to have retrains of like the original Ojama trio and the original normal elemental heroes and stuff like that. It's like, no, we don't, because they're not going to do them right. Plus, if they stop being normal monsters, they lose what makes them special. Now they're just more effect monsters. At least when they're normal monsters, they have something a little special to them. You can do some interesting interactions that not every other archetype does. Yeah, it makes them a little slower and a bit more annoying to deal with, but it's also like, that's kind of the point. Yeah, you can't just do the normal thing in order to get. You gotta put in a little extra effort. Unfortunately, sometimes extra effort is the death of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype. Okay, maybe that's a little much, but it could be that sometimes. But yeah, the Crystal Beast archetype are a solid archetype that I'm glad to see it still get support. We get hero support through the wazoo, and that gets obnoxious at times. Excuse me. But it's nice to see that Crystal Beast get something every once in a while. Just a little pick you up. It's like, okay, let's give them a little hand, give them a little something to make them a bit better, and then we'll ban them for another 5 years. Hey, at least they get something, right? It's rather than being completely forgotten, because there are a lot of forgotten archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm glad we have fossil fusions now. We're support. One day. Volcanics got, for goodness sake, so they'll get it too one day. Vehicle though? No. No, I think Vehicle got at least one card recently, so maybe the next GX wave next year. Who knows? Time will tell that tale. But that's the end of today's episode, so I guess I'll just give the usual outro of thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Check out GGBox's channel. Link the channel description below as always. He's got more little archetype analysis things like this, which you can always check out on your own time. But yeah, until then, see you all next time. Later.